Welcome back to Moviescope Explained. Today, we're diving into an action-packed adventure fantasy from 2017, Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. Heads up, spoilers are coming, so watch out. In the 28th century, Earth's International Space Station welcomes alien guests. Each new species adds their own module, and soon, the station grows into Alpha, a massive city teeming with millions of life forms from thousands of planets. Alpha gets so huge they have to launch it into deep space, where it keeps growing and connecting even more worlds. To keep the peace in this wild metropolis, the United Human Federation forms a police division. 4 centuries after Alpha's move, we meet planet Mu. The people there live simply, gathering pearls full of energy and using a cute creature called the Converter to multiply them. But one day, disaster strikes, debris rains down, and a gigantic ship crashes, wiping out almost everyone. A few survivors hide in a ship, but when the door closes and jams, Princess Liho is left outside. As the world ends, she releases her soul in a wave of energy, hoping it will carry her message onward. That energy wave finds Major Valerian, who's snoozing on a holographic beach inside his ship. He travels with Sergeant Laureline. He's into her, but she's not buying it, calling him a flirt with commitment issues. Valerian asks the ship's AI, Alex, to scan his brain. Alex confirms he's picked up mysterious waves from across time and space. Soon after, Valerian and Laureline receive a mission: rescue the last converter species from planet Kyrian and deliver it to Alpha for a top-secret op. After changing into tourist disguises, they meet Major Gibson and his squad. The plan: Valerian infiltrates a virtual market and meets Laureline at the drop point to transfer the converter. Before heading in, Valerian proposes to Laureline to prove he's serious. She laughs it off, gives him a kiss on the cheek, and sends him on his way. The big market exists in another dimension, so Valerian puts on special gear. Breaking the rules, he slips into a restricted zone, meets Sergeant Cooper and picks up a gun, a cube, and some high-tech glasses. He heads into a shady shop, where Igon is trying to sell the converter to 2 aliens, who look just like those from Valerian's dream. Negotiations collapse. Everyone draws their weapons, including Valerian. Meanwhile, Laureline's team sneaks to the market's back wall, takes over a guard, and cuts an entrance for Laureline to join Valerian. She activates a special box for the handoff. Igon drops the converter in, and Laureline snatches it back to the van. Valerian lingers to grab a pearl, but his floating hand alerts an alien dog. Sparking a wild firefight, Valerian, nearly invisible, escapes but gets stuck in the wrong dimension with a broken box pad. A guard chases him, launching magnetic spheres that weigh him down and send him falling into an arcade. A clever move. He passes a sphere to a kid, whose toy gun shoots it at an alien, causing all the magnets to follow and freeing Valerian. He makes the kid cry, gets chased by the parent, and runs into Laureline, who fixes the box just in time. They're detected. Igon unleashes a monster after them. The team flees, but the beast leaps onto their van. Valerian calls Alex, and their ship swoops in. He and Laureline leap inside, and the ship speeds away, tossing the monster off. Laureline secures the converter in a treatment capsule. Alex analyzes the pearl. It's got colossal power, but info on its planet is restricted. Laureline rebuffs another proposal from Valerian, and they arrive at Alpha, where their VIP status gets them inside. General Octobar explains there's a radioactive zone at Alpha's core. Drones and soldiers vanish inside, and the area's spreading. Commander Philip, with his K-tron droids, arrives for a security council meeting and brings Valerian and Laureline as bodyguards. Before the council, Philip checks on a captive Merle alien tortured for info. He threatens to kill the alien if nothing is revealed in an hour. Laureline brings the converter to the meeting, but refuses to hand it over to Philip. While Valerian attends the council, Laureline guards the door and meets the Dog and Daggies, 3 quirky aliens. She asks about Planet Mule. They say it's shrouded in secrecy and mention Major Sam, who died mysteriously 3 years ago. They warn mercenaries are coming for the converter. Suddenly, alarms blare. Attackers breach the council chamber, unseen by any system. As officers try to evacuate, they find themselves locked in. Laureline and Valerian rush to help, but the wall explodes. Mule aliens swarm in, cocooning everyone. Valerian hides a capsule in his mouth before being wrapped up. When the aliens leave, his capsule deploys a spider droid that frees him. He rescues Laureline, who then frees the others while Valerian chases the aliens and Philip. Power returns, and Laureline tracks Philip's location, directing Valerian. He smashes through walls in his suit, sprints through bizarre environments, and is picked up by Alex for a high-speed pursuit. The enemy ship splits into hundreds. Valerian pursues the right one in a skyjet, latching on with a hook. He's dragged into the dead zone, losing contact with Laureline. General Barr forbids a rescue, but Laureline plants doubt. Why are mule aliens here, and why didn't they kill the council? Barr checks the database and finds info on mule classified. Even beyond his clearance, Laureline tricks her guards, knocks them out, and teams up with the Doghan Dagis to find Valerian. They enlist Bob, a fisherman, to hunt a cortex jellyfish deep underwater. After a chase with massive bromosaurs, they catch the jellyfish. Laureline risks her memory, wearing the jellyfish to locate Valerian. Doghan Dagis sell the info about Philip's hidden prisoner to Barr, who arrests those involved. The captive mule alien self-destructs, echoing the princess's sacrifice, and reveals the UHF holds what their people need. Running DNA, NASA finds the species isn't in the database, erased or never existed. Laureline reaches Valerian's location, revives an unconscious alien, and while he fixes their vessel, she's distracted by butterflies, some real, some traps. She's captured by the Ulaanbaathars, primitive locals, and Valerian follows, intentionally touching a butterfly to be fished out too. He escapes his captor, recontacts Alex, and learns only a glamour pod can get him into the restricted zone without causing trouble. Valerian threatens a guard for an invisible gun and enters Paradise Alley. Seeking a glamour pod, he meets Bubble, a shape-shifting alien performer, and promises her freedom if she helps rescue Laureline. Bubble hides Valerian in her jelly body, morphs into a Ulaanbaathar, and sneaks them in. Laureline's captors dress her for a banquet, placing her among servants. The Emperor hates all the dishes, including Valerian's, and when Laureline's turn comes, he tries to crack her skull open. Valerian attacks and a brawl erupts. Laureline grabs a sword, Bubble helps, but the guards keep coming. Valerian grabs Laureline's hand and they fall, with Bubble, into a manhole and a new area. General Barr demands access to Philip's files and discovers Mule was destroyed by accident during a war and supposedly uninhabited. A lie. Philip was responsible, deleted evidence, and killed Major Sam to cover it up. Barr is frustrated by Philip's control of the K-trons. Valerian, Laureline, and Bubble land in a giant trash heap. Bubble, mortally wounded, tells Valerian to look after Laureline before dissolving. Valerian confesses the princess's soul has been guiding him. They enter the dead zone, contamination, and meet the mule survivors. The aliens tell their story, drifting in space, learning sciences, hiding in Alpha, and building a new ship. They only need a converter and a pearl, which they tried to get through Egon Valerian, and Laureline's interference messed up their plan, but now the aliens trust them. Valerian and Laureline wake Philip, who orders the arrest of the moon, denying the planet was inhabited. They know the truth. Philip launched the missiles, then erased the evidence to protect humanity's reputation. Valerian punches Philip, gives the aliens the pearl, and Laureline insists on giving them the converter too, finally kissing Valerian for his understanding. Barr and the K-trons arrive, confirming no contamination and set explosives. The Mule leader feeds the pearl to the converter, powering their new ship and recreating their old planet as a hologram. The princess's soul leaves Valerian. Finally at peace, as soldiers gather outside, the Mule aliens calmly explain their intentions. Barr is convinced, but still needs Philip's confirmation to call off the bombs. Valerian and Laureline drag Philip in. He orders destruction anyway, sending the K-trons into a killing spree. NASA stops the countdown just in time, and the Mule people escape. Alpha Philip is found and arrested for his crimes. Valerian and Laureline escape using the Mule ship, and as they wait for rescue, Valerian proposes once more. This time, Laureline says, maybe, sealing it with a kiss. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more movie breakdowns. Thanks for watching.